This is Wes Hickey, Executive Director of TCPEA. I want to do a quick little reminder that when we turn in our new form to be able to give the Texas 268 and continue certifying principals, they are also asking that we give some names for a pilot test that they have planned. The pilot test is going to be during December of 2018, January 2019, and what they want to do is provide an opportunity for students to be able to take it for free. It does not count as any of the attempts, so we know now that on any test you have up to 5 attempts to get it. This does not count as one, so if they happen to not be successful, they still have 5 attempts left. It does not count toward program accountability, so whether they pass it or fail it, it is not a part of the program accountability. And then finally, if they pass it, it will not pass. They do not need to pass the PASL later on, so that saves them over $400. They're looking for individuals that come in that are ready to test, however you need to define that, but they're also looking for diversity in a lot of areas, by ethnicity, by gender, by geographic area, or by campus level, meaning that if you have individuals that are primarily elementary, middle, or high school, you want to get a diverse group of those particular areas. They're also looking for alumni to do this particular thing, which is that if you have individuals that have been in an administrative role for 1 to 3 years and have had success in that role, they want them to come in and take that test as well, so they can be part of the baseline. So these are all names that need to be put on the document. There's a spreadsheet that comes along with this thing where you list the names of students that are ready to test and the alumni, and they are asking for this when you turn it in, and again it's due by September 28th. One thing, I think there is an unintended potential consequence here that I want to make everybody aware of. If you send into the pilot test all the people that are quote unquote ready to test, it oftentimes means you're sending in your best people. And so if the only people that are taking it after that point are those that oftentimes take a while to be ready to test, who are not your superstar students, you may be setting yourself up or your program up for having some accountability issues, because if your superstars pass it, they still don't count. Whether they pass it or fail it in that pilot time, it does not count for or against the accountability program for your program for accountability. But what will happen is that if you only send your students in that may not be your best test takers and may not be as prepared, then hopefully we're all going to be in good shape, but it is going to sit, if there's any kind of a borderline type situation, it may cause problems with overall pass rate in your program. I don't think this is something that was intended by TEA. I think this is an unintended consequence of this, but I want to make sure our programs are aware. The other thing is that we have our TCPEA fall meeting coming up on September 28th at the Hilton. This is by the same date that the information for the new certification is due, but we have our meeting there. We'll be continuing to talk about the PASL, have some other good speakers, and work on TCPEA meeting information. And then we also have the graduate research exchange that afternoon as part of the overall meeting. And I want you guys to, if you haven't already renewed your membership, please go to tcpa.org and renew that. And remember to inspire and educate, be an architect of human potential.